CEOs and boards often wonder, as you have a CEO change, what's the relationship that we should have going forward? So if you're the board member, you're going to always be reflecting on the relationship that you had with the now past CEO. You just need to make sure that you recognize that this new CEO is a different person. You can take the lessons learned from that past relationship, but please don't bring that baggage into this new relationship. And if you're the new CEO, my best piece of advice when I became a CEO was actually from my dad. He said the number one thing is to never surprise your board chair. Be transparent with them, be proactive with them, make sure that they understand things that are developing for the good or the bad. If that moment comes and you have to make a tough call to your board chair, they don't want to be caught off guard and thinking that they can't trust you. If you've given them the signals or you've actually invested in the relationship, those difficult calls that can happen at any time, now we can get down to business and we're not clouded in a lack of trust between our relationship. What new CEOs, especially first-time CEOs, forget is that they have a relationship with the board as a group, and they also have a relationship with individual board members. And that's quite different because if they've come from a non-CEO role, they probably had one boss. Now they have many bosses. So that doesn't mean that individually those people can direct them, but they need to think about them as a collective and as an individual. The other thing that boards and CEOs often talk about is, are we partners or is the board independent from the CEO? The answer is both. But I think from a best practice or the highest performing boards, they actually see the CEO in a distinctively different role, but as a partner with them. Together, we are in fact navigating the strategy of the organization, the environment that the organization is in, the highs and the lows. So let's be looking at those topics in alignment, but from our different lenses. But when are the CEO and the board actually on opposite side of the table? When you're negotiating a contract, when you're negotiating a salary, when you're giving formal performance feedback? Sure, there's a difference in the role, but I would say do those things well, be independent there, but then go back into the role to say, how are we navigating for the best outcome of our organization? So that's my best advice. Think about your new CEO as a person that you have to get to know so that you can partner with them and navigate the success for your organization.